All right, so what else we got? We have search transactions. This one I do a lot. The way that I normally will search is go to the magnifying glass in the upper right-hand corner, and this brings me the search. The shortcut is Control-Alt-F. And so if you think about it, how you might normally do Control-F to find on page, the only difference here is you're adding the Alt, so Control-Alt-F. One quick tip for search, if you don't see what you're looking for by searching here, you can always go to this little blue hyperlink in the lower right-hand corner and click on Advanced Search. And then it'll give you a chance to search by more parameters. So the next one is to focus the left menu. So I'm going to do Control-Alt-D. What this does is this highlights a section of the left menu. So if you look at the new, this plus sign in the upper left-hand corner, currently it's just sitting there with a white glow. When I do Control-Alt-D, you kind of see a blue glow around the white glow. Not entirely sure why you would do that, but it's on our list. Let's see here. So this dialog box, when it says this dialog, it's this one. I got this by clicking Control-Alt ? And that brings up this box. So let's do the next one. Exit transaction review. So let me find a transaction real quick. Let's say we were looking at this credit card expense and we were done looking at it. We can click escape on our keyboard, or we can do Control-Alt-X and it just closes it out. It doesn't save it, it just says, I'm done looking at it, please close this. To cancel out, let's say we started something. I'm going to make an invoice. We can do Control-Alt-C and that cancels. So it's the same as the escape and it's the same as the Control-Alt-X, as far as I can tell. And then if I want to do save and new, so let's say, for example, we made, let's make an expense. Let's go to Bob's Burgers. We'll get some burgers because it's that kind of day. We've made an expense. In the lower right-hand corner, it says save and close. The long way to go about this is to click the drop down and change it to save and new, and then it saves and creates a new expense for us. So the shortcut for save and new is Control-Alt-S. And so when I do that, it creates me a brand new blank screen. If I didn't want to do save and new and instead I just wanted to do save and close, then I can press Control-Alt-D. So let's do that here. I'm going to do Control-Alt-D and then it saves and close. So it's just an alternative to clicking the lower right-hand corner, changing the drop down, and then saying save and close. The next one I want to show you is save and send. So let's imagine that we're sending an invoice or a sales receipt to a client. We can click on new. I'm going to go ahead and choose sales receipt. You choose cool cars. Sell them some concrete. And so this won't actually work because I'm in the sample company file. But the way that you can do this the long way is to click the drop down in the lower right hand corner and say save and send. And it's going to bring up this dialog box to send an email out to cool cars. We're not going to do that because we're in the sample file, but this is what you would do. The shortcut, if you didn't want to do all these various steps with your mouse and you just wanted to do a keyboard shortcut, is to do Control-Alt-M like Mary or like mail. And then it brings up the dialog box for emailing. The last one that we have on our list of shortcuts is to print. And the keyboard shortcut for that is Control-Alt-P, P for print. And it brings up this print preview. So this is different than if you were just to do Control-P. So when I do Control-P, it brings up the opportunity to print the screen as I see it now, but that's not what I want. What I want is the alternative to clicking on printer preview, seeing this, and then clicking on the printer. So the keyboard shortcut for that is to just do Control-Alt-P. It'll bring up the nice copy of the invoice for me to print out. So hopefully these keyboard shortcuts help you a little bit. If you have any questions about QuickBooks, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me by email, you can schedule time with me, or you can leave a comment on the YouTube page here. Thank you so much.